recently on the $1 million Worth of Game podcast with Gilly the Kid, Wallow, they had Jay Prince on there basically talking about the aftermath of the death of Takeoff. So we talked about this just a few seconds ago in pre-production of the podcast. But for the listeners who may have not heard Jay Prince's remarks, his remarks warranted the remarks from Offset, kind of back and forth on Twitter. But before we get into the conversation about it, play the audio for our listeners and our viewers.
Said, dude, I ain't gonna leave him out. I'm just real like this, because, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, and the truth of the matter is, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive. You know what I mean? So for you to be taking these positions that you taking, you know what I mean? And I got people everywhere, so I hear all kinds of things. I'm going to just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, I have to defend myself. It's Offset, dude. Hey, first off, y'all niggas, my real brother. I don't know what y'all niggas got, what the fuck nigga got going on. Y'all niggas speak on my real brother. I dare one of y'all niggas speak on me and Tate relationship, nigga. I don't know you, nigga. A can of paint, nigga. Y'all niggas don't know how me and my brother rock, nigga. You trying to clear your face, nigga. This your fifth interview, nigga. You done did about my brother, nigga. You ain't think about his mama. You ain't think about the family, nigga. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you niggas. You niggas, man, who y'all niggas think y'all nigga is? Giant guy, nigga. Ain't nobody going for none of that. I ain't studying none of that. Somebody either. And if you heard something from me, I'm gonna tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all nigga going off. He said, she say, yeah, y'all nigga supposed to be this is who y'all supposed to be. And y'all nigga on interviews and it out on an interview. Talking about, I said, yeah, nigga, call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we have a conversation. You know what I'm talking about? All that internet games, I don't do. Hey, first off.
So yeah, that was Jay Prince first making remarks again, like I said, about the aftermath of Takeoff's death, and that was the response from Offset. Fellas, I could say what y'all think, but just from hearing both sides and all the other behind the scenes stuff that's been going on, what angle are y'all viewing this situation from, or what new information y'all may have that others may not know about that y'all would have to add to this situation currently?
I'm gonna keep mine sweet and short. Me personally, like for a matter so serious, it does seem like somebody who's never really in the spotlight or the camera's eye view, he's being really vocal and out front, pushing his narrative and agenda forward about, an unfortunate situation. So it just seems, it kind of seemed odd to me. It's just uncharacteristic, and it's like, young boy spoke on something with the same individual and was basically saying, why you so internet? You could really get up with me in real life and we could have a conversation to, kind of mitigate the he say, she say. So kind of the same ordeal I'm seeing with, Offset in this situation. So it's like, hey, man, it's just weird. It's uncharacteristic of Jay Prince, but, it's a little too internet for me.
Felt like, yeah, I feel like this was kind of respectfully a bad move on Jay Prince's behalf. 'Cause at the end of the day, man, we know his rank, we know his strength and his pool. We don't need to get into details of that. And I feel like for him to, publicly to a certain extent, say certain certain things that could happen or certain harms that could possibly happen, to Offset, it was just like I feel like he didn't need to do that. I feel like it was too much, like you said, it's too internet, too much of a flex, too much of a power move in a tragic situation. And this is like a regular quote unquote rap beef. It'll seem appropriate. You talking, he's talking his crap, whatever. I get it, but someone lost their life, especially when it was like a unfortunate accident situation. Nobody was actually needing to get to that point. So I just feel like, he flexed at the wrong time. And that's where I don't agree with, respectfully.
Well, I feel like it's the gangstest I've seen all week, and I love it to my core. All of the art of respect inside of me loved it, and I appreciated it, and I appreciate that Jay Prince is gonna be Jay Prince behind the closed doors, behind cameras, in front of cameras, whatever. And in all actuality, bro, I love the way Isaac said it, because Isaac said that this was such a major event. Like, this is a big event, right? When is another time do you feel like you need to step out in front of cameras and do damage control other than an event like this, something that happens like this, where it seems like your camp is responsible for it? If there's ever been a time where you didn't get out in front of the camera, this is now the time where you feel like you need to set your narrative that, like, hey, we support Black artists. We're not down with the killings of each other. Me as Jay Prince, me as the head of Rap A Lot, this is what I need people to know and understand. While you're doing so, you hear murmurs and through the grapevines that this member of the group got some shit to say, got an issue, has taken a position. It didn't just happen out of nowhere, bro. Jay Prince don't rock like that. So if he heard from the grapevines, because he does have people everywhere, we know this, he hears through the grapevines, bro, and he press you on it, and he get on camera and be like, yo, Offset, I've heard on more than 1 or 2 or 3 occasions, I ain't gonna say who and how, just know I heard that you throwing rocks and you hiding your hand trying to act like you ain't the nigga throwing the rocks. But in fact that you may be the one throwing the rocks, let me just remind you of who I am, bro. This is deeper than rap for me, for real. And also, I want to add, you wasn't even with Takeoff when our situation happened, bro. So stay over there and mourn and don't take a position. Once you take a position, bro, you got to think about what battles you really want to choose.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If my brother don't ride with me like that after I die, bro, I mean, I can't do nothing but respect Offset for, because it's like, what you want him to do? Just shut up and be chill? Like, who else gonna really step for him like that? Who won't be looked at as, okay, I'm clout chasing? Like, you're that person, because if anybody else in the family want to go ahead and speak up and say something vocal and be upcoming, up forthright about it, or be, real vocal on social media, it'll be looking like you looking for your 10 seconds of fame, which to a certain extent would be true, because if you look at the family, everybody has been silent, include Offset. Like, people been grieving, people really going through a real life situation. But like you said, Jay Prince felt like, whole shit was going on behind his back and he wanted to bring it to the light. At the same time, it's a certain way you could do that. But, who am I to say what's the right and the wrong way to do it? But,
it all just
is
seems,
what it
then
is.
we hear about these niggas
happened.
fighting in the Grammys. Why y'all supposedly was fighting at the Grammys, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, it's for me, and when I'm looking at the Offset side,
can we confirm or deny that was an actual situation?
That was
whatever the case may be.
Tussle.
It made it to TMZ.
Yeah, Lisa Tussle work because they have audio.
Mm-hmm. Whatever happened, it made it to TMZ. So on the Offset side, like, I would draw the line right down the middle. On this side, Jay Prince has been doing what he always does and what always will do. And on this side, you wasn't with Takeoff. You have a position. You and Quavo still somewhat not cool. So what's, you know what I'm saying? I can only make up of what I have, the pieces that I have. I can't just, Offset is just standing up for what's right and he's upset and Jay Prince shouldn't be speaking on the dead. Like, okay, now who are you? Is my question.
And also the thing is too, like, you can I feel like it's wrong. Like you're already speaking on a tragedy. Now you're adding a threat into a tragedy situation being addressed. It just doesn't rub off right, y'all. Like somebody got killed from a misunderstanding, and now another misunderstanding is put into the air.
No,
It just it's like you're
if,
restarting another cycle of BS at this point.
if I say
Not
I'm
starting
sorry,
it, but you're
I'm sorry.
you're
I'm so
giving an
sorry.
avenue
I'm
for it
so
to
sorry
happen.
about Darnell. I'm so sorry about Darnell. Darnell, I'm so sorry. So sorry about Darnell. So sorry about Darnell. And Ozzy be like, bro, stop talking about Darnell, bro. That's my real brother. Stop talking about Darnell, bro. Like, oh, well, Isaac, you must don't know who I am then.